Good evening and welcome to Lagos Update on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This program highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. I'm Adeola Akindele. In the highlights of the program today, Governor Sanwo-Olu receives Independent Newspaper Award as Governor of the Year for Infrastructure and Urban Renewal. Plus, Lagos State Governor commissions Mini Stadium, Youth Computerized Center in Ikorodu, this and more after this timeout. We'll begin today with this story. Lagos State Governor BABAJIDESANWO-OLU has picked double Laurels with 2 coveted leadership prizes for redefining governance in the current dispensation. Just as Independent Newspaper, a foremost national daily, named Governor Sanwo-Olu as Governor of the Year for Infrastructure and Urban Renewal, the governor was voted by Nigerians as Silverbird Man of the Year, becoming the 28th recipient of the prestigious award initiated by the Silverbird Group to celebrate public and private citizens whose actions have shaped the course of development positively. The governor received both awards at separate events organized by the awarding institutions in Victoria Island, Lagos. Independent newspaper said Sanwo-Olu was shortlisted for the prize for providing service-centered leadership in Lagos, stressing that the Lagos governor had become the reference point for excellence in public service in contemporary time. The newspaper said Governor Sanwo-Olu has matched his campaign promises with actions, delivering tangible projects across local government areas in Lagos State. Presenting the plaque to Governor Sanwo-Olu at the well-attended event, the Silverbird Group Chairman Ben Murray Bruce said the approach adopted by the governor in the implementation of his administration's developmental agenda, known as Themes Agenda, showed Governor Sanwo-Olu fully prepared for the position of leadership and had been discharging on his mandate with good results. In his acceptance speech, Governor Sanwo-Olu dedicated both awards to Nigerians who toil daily to make the country work for all citizens, and particularly to residents of Lagos for standing by his government. The governor reiterated that he would keep all his campaign promises to the residents of Lagos. During the week, the police command in Lagos State says the BRT driver Andrew Nice, suspected to be responsible for the abduction and murder of Oluwabamishi Anyowole, who got missing on board a BRT bus on February 26, has been arrested. In a statement signed by the command's public relations officer Adekunle Ajishebutu, the command said the driver was arrested by operatives of the DSS and has been handed over to the police. Ajishebutu, who reassures the public that the suspect will be arraigned very soon, urged aggrieved persons and sympathizers not to take the law into their hands, as the command is doing everything legally possible to prosecute the case. On Tuesday, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, led a rally of women from different walks of life against the recent rejection of gender bills by the National Assembly, demanding an immediate passage of the bills. The rally, organized by the Purple Women Foundation in collaboration with the Nigerian Governors' Wives Forum, tagged 1 Million Women March Against Gender Discrimination, saw the wife of the governor and the women marching from Lagos State Secretariat to the House of Assembly in Alausa, Ikeja, where they were received by principal officers, including the Speaker, Mudashiru Obasa, Deputy Speaker, Wasiu Eshinlokun, Majority Leader, Senai Agumbiade, Chairman, House Committee on Women Affairs, Poverty Alleviation and Job Creation, Mujisola Ali Macaulay, among others. It was put together as part of activities to commemorate the 2022 International Women's Day celebration with the theme, Break the Bias, Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Addressing the women, the wife of the governor described the rejection of the gender bills as an act of brazen discrimination against Nigerian women, calling on the National Assembly to promptly reconsider the bills and approve them. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu also urged Nigerian women to remain steadfast and resolute in demanding an end to acts of bias and discrimination, assuring that victory awaits the women folk. She also spoke on the death of Miss Oluwabamishi Anyowole, who went missing after boarding a bus rapid transit BRT and was later found dead. She described the development as sad, shocking and devastating. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu called for 1 minute of silence in honor of the departed, just as she commiserated with her immediate family over the unfortunate incident. Also on Tuesday, Lagos State Governor BABAJIDESANWO-OLU says the circumstances surrounding the alleged disappearance and death of a 22-year-old lady Oluwabamishi Anyowole while in transit on a BRT bus would be fully unraveled, stressing that stiff punishment awaits anyone found culpable in what he described as a criminal and dastardly act. Governor Sanwo-Olu said the state government remains determined to pursue the matter transparently and to a logical conclusion, but cautioned those making attempts to twist the issue with unfounded insinuations and conjectures to desist from making comments that may preempt outcome of investigation being conducted by security agencies. The governor said those raising allegations of cover-up against the state government were low-minded and had no conscience, stressing that there should be no reason for anyone to trivialize an incident that claimed the life of an innocent citizen. The governor said there is an investigation that is currently going on, and because it is a criminal matter, only the police are empowered constitutionally to fully unravel all of the events that happened which led to the death of the lady. Governor Sanwo-Olu expressed confidence in the ability of the police to conduct thorough investigation and expose anyone or group of persons behind the death of the bus passenger. The governor also reacted to some of the concerns raised by the public on safety measures put in place before the incident, especially on the absence of short-circuit cameras in BRT buses. He cautioned members of the public not to board BRT buses after the close of bus services in the evening, noting that buses that have closed for the day would indicate by switching off its inner lights. Also, during the week, decked in beautiful purple attires, women from different local governments and local council development areas of the state converged on the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikun, Lagos, to celebrate this year's International Women's Day. Governor BABAJIDESANWO-OLU appreciated the invaluable contribution of women in making his administration's goals and achievements realizable for a greater Lagos through the theme's developmental agenda, with 35% women representation in government, with the theme Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Development. Governor Sanwo-Olu promised that his administration would continue to ensure gender equality.
When it comes to responsive matters of gender, nobody is as proactive as Lagos. Together, we will break the bias for a sustainable tomorrow.
The governor, who assured residents that all those involved in the murder of Oluwabamishi Anyowole will not go scot-free, promised that the state government would continue to ensure that the bus rapid transit transportation system is safe for passengers.
And everybody that was involved in this completely unspeakable and despicable act will be punished with the highest, laws that are available on the land meted against such people. And I want to assure us that we'll continue to ensure that our BRT buses remain safe, secure for all of our passengers.
In her remarks, wife of the governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who had earlier led a protest to the State Assembly against the recent rejection of some gender bills by the National Assembly, urged Nigerian women to remain steadfast and resolute in demanding an end to acts of bias and discrimination. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu, who also spoke on the death of Miss Oluwabamishi Ayanwole, who went missing after boarding a BRT and was later found dead, described the development as sad, shocking, and devastating, and called for 1 minute of silence in honor of the deceased. Also present at the event were some female former deputy governors of the state, wives of past governors, and other top government functionaries. The high point of the event was the presentation of awards to 57 women who have distinguished themselves across each local government area and local council development areas of the state. Finally, on the program today, Lagos State Government on Thursday paid 500 million naira as compensation to about 72 residents and families whose property were affected by the construction of Igbogubayeku Bola Ahmed Tinubu Road in Ikorodu. The compensation ranges from 1.8 million naira to over 20 million naira per beneficiary. Governor BABAJIDESANWO-OLU, who was on a working visit to Ikorodu Division, ceremoniously presented the checks to 20 out of the 72 residents affected at the carnival-like gathering at Ikorodu Town Hall. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who also handed over the Ikorodu Youth Computer Rights Center, believes it will reduce social vices and take them off the street, as his government will do more to ensure a positive development.
And we are poised to do a lot more because Ikorodu and indeed Lagos deserve all of our interventions to ensure that we have positive and impactful development in the entire state.
Governor Sanwo-Olu promised that the construction of the 37 kilometers fourth mainland bridge will commence before the end of the second quarter of this year, announced that rehabilitation of the phase 2 of the Gberigbe-Ijede Road will commence next week. Governor Sanwo-Olu also appealed to residents to bear with the state government to exercise patience during the course of the rehabilitation, which he noted will bring about little inconvenience, with a call on all the council chairmen to be accessible to the people as the closest to the grassroots.
Make sure that indeed your governance touches the life of the people that have elected you, that have given you the opportunity to serve them. You know too well that you have your local government autonomy in Lagos State. You know too well that Lagos State government does not touch your money in any form. So you have the direct access to ensure that your people feel you at the grassroots so that you can complement what we are doing at the state.
Some of the beneficiaries who noted that the compensation was long overdue since 2017 applauded Governor Sanwo-Olu for bringing Soko to them. Chairman of Ikorodu Local Government, Wasiu Adesina, who thanked the governor on behalf of the residents for transforming the state into an economic hub, among others, assured that the 6 chairmen in the area will continue to work with stakeholders and security agencies for a crime-free Lagos. And with that story, we conclude this week's edition of Lagos Update, a program that highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website, www.trafficradio961.ng, and follow us on our various social media platforms. Twitter at Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel Lagos Traffic 961. You can download our app Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM from Play Store for more updates. Thanks to my producer, Babatunde Akinyemi, studio engineer Oyeshola Ola, with support from the social media team. The executive producer is Tayo Akunle. I'm Adiola Akindele. Next week is another date. Stay blessed and stay safe.